What's up with it, James Cash? I see you got your number one spot back. What's happening with it, man? What's happening with it? Welcome to another episode of Cam Video Live Stream. I'm solo bolo today, cuz it's just me. It's just me, myself, and I. I'm a little worn out, man. I laid down and shit. Next thing I woke up. It was time to do the show, man. What's up with it though, y'all? Where everybody at tonight? I think y'all tired tonight too. What's going on, man? Maybe my notifications ain't work. I'm gonna look for every excuse in the book. Maybe it's the economy. Maybe it's Canada. Maybe it's Mexico. The Gulf of KM videos. What's up, Robert? Guess I have to be happy with all two of you, man. All two of you. What's the deal, Pickle? What's up, Michelle? How you doing? I'm still sleepy. Look how tight my eyes are. Look like I've been smoking James Cash weed. Ricardo Ramirez, Dominic Mayweather, Denise Spotted Horse. What up with it? Sag, what up? Sag number 5 on the like. That means 13 of y'all slow or you're slipping. Oh, man. Phew. I seen you was live, Sag. 10 minutes. 10 minutes ago, I seen you was live. Shit. Crystal, what up? Rob Moses. Not much, man. I'm just getting up. I'm tired. I'm burnt out. Mouth dry. Head warm. Quiet around here. Boring. What it do, though? Double R, double R. Yeah, we got Denise in the house tonight. You ready for baseball season, Denise? OSG Sag. Michelle Honey Bell. Leave my Michelle alone, fool. JRL, what it do? What it do? What it do? We got a few regulars up in here. Where everybody else at though? Kev Deuce, what it do? What it do? Crystal, tonight might be a good night for me to get on you. You ready, Crystal? No, I ain't about to do you. Where's Western Ave at though? Yep, you know his trials for high school started yesterday, and select been practicing all year. He should be all right, especially if if he throw like you say he throw. He's good. He's good. Yeah. Baseball time. Plus the what is this? Oh yeah, we in that second semester. Huh? Oh yeah. Dana Garrison, what it do, homeboy? Crystal, they ain't giving me my notifications, and I was locked out my account since September. Any excuse of work, any excuse of work. But you've been active on Instagram lately. Was you locked out on Instagram too? All right, we don't need no excuses around here. No excuses. No excuses. Speaking of excuses, what Maverick fans gonna say now that Kyrie Irving got hurt? When the last time you had steak? I had a taco steak last Thursday. This Thursday that just passed. That's probably the last steak I had in a long time. Long time. Baby E, what's up? You late today, man? What's going on, man? Carne asada taco. Absolutely. Y'all don't forget on Thursdays, OSG SAG Thursdays around noon every Thursday. He want to say, he want to hit up now. He boo boo. What you think? You know, funniest thing is I had just seen, when I was getting ready to go live, a couple minutes before I went live, I seen Spider Loke talking about it. I fast forward through the video, and a whole bunch of other videos pop up regarding that same topic. And I seen this one particular dude going in on him, right? But I don't think people realize that sometimes when you get to running your mouth or you get to being messy, when the video ends, a related video pops up. And in that related video, I never seen it before. You guys probably seen it before, but dude was saying he knocked me out. Where he at? Let's get down. They like, dude, gone, the fight over. You got knocked the fuck out. I'm like, man, this shit is crazy, man. This shit is crazy. Hey, Kev, I made a Can-Be song for fun. What do I do? I don't know, play it. Shit. Email it to me. Most people send me videos. Songs, they be whack. I'm gonna keep it real, they be whack. They be real whack. So I don't usually do nothing with them. You gotta realize I got old man ears, man. All that screaming and all that loud noise in the back, it don't cut it for me. 702, what's up? Orangeburg, South Carolina in the building, back to our roots. SC, I love that. I might need some SC gear, man. That SC. What topic? I don't know, man. When he play in Vegas again, I'm gonna let you know. All right, all right. That'll work. Tacos a few minutes ago. Try not to eat after 8 o'clock. Oh, you trying to work on the Mavs? Kev is that good. And no, I just logged in IG when I came back to YouTube. I was locked out of my iCloud, so everything was shut down. I feel you. But I don't know, man. Dudes want to fight each other, let them fight each other. Better than killing each other and shooting each other, right? I see dudes talking about they would have shot up everything. I would have been on the run. Who's to say you would have been on the run? Who's to say you wouldn't have got shot when you started shooting? The reality is whatever happened, happened, and whoever wasn't there wasn't there. So all these scenarios people come up with, what they would have did, should have did, that's after the fact. Just got to deal with it one way or the other. You know what I'm saying? This internet is dangerous, man. It's a dangerous thing, especially when everybody in your business, everybody trying to speak down on different individuals. You know what I'm saying? And everybody playing Superman. See, that's the problem with playing Superman. If you Superman, when the shit hits the fan, you got to get down. But if you just kick back, be humble, and stay out of other people's business, and something go down, you're not expected to be Superman. But everybody want to see Superman perform. So right about now, it's time some of these dudes just shut up because they know they ain't ready for it. They know they're not ready for it. Quit pretending like you're ready for it. What up, Superman Slaughter? Perfect name, perfect time. Immature statements. Respect costs nothing. What happened to meeting up in the hood, squabble, and drink a 40 ounce afterwards? Especially if y'all allies, right? But, oh man. When you Superman, you gotta defeat kryptonite, which are the haters and etc. Yeah, I mean, see, with social media, you definitely gonna have the haters and all that, but when you acting like you untouchable, you all of that, and you aggressive, and people see otherwise, you basically open up a can of worms. You open yourself up for criticism. You feel me? Uh, so that's why I keep saying social media is a dangerous thing. But what up, though, Stan? Glad I don't anger easily. I don't have 35 years to get a state of California. Man, I think a whole bunch of us ain't got 35 years to get to the state of California. But some of us pretend like we do because that's the bluff to keep you up off of 'em. In the show, the Parker, she takes off a hair wrap of girl's head and says, no color. That a thing back then? You weren't allowed to wear gang related colors certain places. I don't got 35, man, for real. I ain't got 35 minutes and I ain't got time to go through the 9500 floor. Man, you kidding me? Why you think people be so happy when they get out the county jail? Dudes talk all that mess about going to the county. I don't give a fuck on this homie and that homie. And be happy as hell when they walk out the county jail. They be celebrating. Like, nigga, you didn't just do 32 years in prison. You just did a few days in the county. Right? Dudes come home from prison don't even be that wound up. Dudes come home from prison smiling, got their fresh clothes on. That's it. That's all. They get out the county jail. Yeah, yeah, cuz. I hope you just beat a life sentence. You a little excited, man. A little too excited to be getting out the county jail. Yeah, that just show you though. Don't nobody want to be in that sucker, no matter what they selling you. Shit. If I make to 70, I'll be happy as hell. So imagine if you make it to 75 and you free. Who want to be 75 trying to make parole in prison? Reggie Owens, what up with it, homeboy? County gonna be good or bad, depending where you at. Well, Mike Pena, if you volunteer to go see if you're gonna have a good time, that's on you. Even if I have a good time, I ain't trying to go. Coming home to nobody, right? Rob Hung with my seat. Nikki Lee come up in here. Aggressive, quick. Have you ever been locked up in a different county than LA? No, no. We'll get them jank at. Y'all talking about power outages. Y'all better make sure y'all got some backup power in your counties. Those counties up north near Canada, near the border. Y'all better hope y'all got some backup in. Oh man. LA County, the worst jail I've been in. I remember they took me to Beverly Hills court. Cleanest, nicest court you ever want to go to. You couldn't even tell there was police in that bug, man. They were so nice. And no crowd. You don't have to worry about no squabble. You be in the court tank by yourself. You'd be lucky if one person in the court tank with you. Like they don't even go in the court tank in Beverly Hills unless you black or Mexican. Right, Kev? I didn't even know the US got power from Canada. Man, I went to Beverly Hills, homie. They had extra cookies for you, extra juices for you, extra apples, extra sandwiches. And there was nobody next to me say, I want some. Give me. I gotta assume that one person there just make a couple of sandwiches a day. Man, that was crazy. It was so clean, that motherfucker. You could have ate up off the floor. No graffiti in there. Have you seen 16 to Life channel? Would you interview him? I have seen 16 to Life channel. When he first got started, I really enjoyed this channel. He had some good stories. At that time, wasn't nobody really giving no jail stories like he was, no prison stories rather, like he was. I tried to interview him. He kind of threw me to the side a couple times. And if you know me or know me at all, that's all it takes for me not to fuck with you. So yeah, that don't take away from how good his content is or his channel. But to answer your question, in my bubble dub voice, never, never is clean. They offer extra blanket. Blanket. LA County worse than the pen, right? Yeah. I don't like bro. He seemed weird to me. I don't give a damn. King Thomas. Compton Courthouse. Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact right there. That's why, who was that? I can't remember. Somebody went on his channel thinking he was about to have a bomb ass interview. I can't remember who it was. And he called me up. He like, man, them Mexicans over there talking all that shit. I didn't know he had Mexicans over there. I was like, yeah, you gotta do your homework first. You gotta know who interviewing you and what the audience is. You don't just go jumping on every interview on every channel unless you're ready for that type of fight. I don't remember who that was. Was it Bam? Tone? It wasn't Crazy. That was Bam? All right, that was Bam. All right. Ain't no medals of honor and that's what people don't understand, James K. Man, we could pin that. If I could, I would, man. I don't know why people on the internet think like you gang bang for medals. This ain't no Olympics. It's real life. Real life tragedy at that. No cap. Had PlayStation back in the day. Good to know people county. James Cash for real though. Right. So many lives lost. And see, not to make excuses, not to say one's better than the other, but when we was coming up, we really didn't know no better. We didn't know no better, and we didn't have people. You had like your parents would try to tell you better. Your grandparent might try to tell you better. Maybe even an older, much older brother or much older sister might try to tell you something. But the gang wasn't telling you that. The gang was encouraging the violence and repping your set and making sure y'all was the down and set around. And you didn't run from squabbles and shootouts and shit like that. But now you got all these different generations to tell you like it's not worth it. It's just hatred and genocide. I'm talking about you got from the triple OG to the double OG to the OG to the whatever, Compton LA is different. So not to exclude nobody, but you still got more sets. The OBGs, the BGs, you got the Lils, the babies, the tinies. You got all these generations to tell you, man, it ain't even worth it. Like, you're going to give so many years to the penitentiary. And so, to me, it just feels irresponsible and ignorant, right? And don't get me wrong, like I said, we was doing the same thing, but it just didn't feel like we had anybody trying to tell us to do better or how to do better or why it's important to get along. And we didn't have that stigma of the black race being so minute. Now that's all you hear about. I flip through channels, I hear people giving out percentages all the time on how small the black population is in Los Angeles. I think some people always prefer to be in the penitentiary because they weren't man enough to take care of responsibilities, take care of no child, no girlfriend, their elderly parents, their bills, and stuff like that. So I think there always been some people that prefer to be in the penitentiary. Yeah, unfortunately, Stan, some people don't see it ever because when their demise come, they never even saw it coming. I didn't start taking life serious until my third term. Reality set in. A lot of homies in there off Crystal Saddle. I keep hearing that. I hear that a lot. I hear some of the G homies in there off this stuff too. It's too much information in the age for BS. It's too much factual information to better yourself and others. Black people need to use AI ASAP. Lucky Nicky, my pops had to bawl me out. Ooh, Michelle talk like she hood. He had to bawl me out. But charges dropped. Oh, bail. Man, bail. Had to bail you out. Dropped because of illegal search and seizure. The black population ain't as small as these fools make it. These immigrant groups and white cluster together for percentages. Our population is organic. Well, I tell you this, Reggie. Pretty sure you'll agree with this. If not, you must live in a predominantly black community. But when I was growing up, homie, and all my homies are vouched for, anybody from 60s are vouched for this that's old enough. You could go down any block in my neighborhood and there was some homies hanging out. They go one of my big homies right there. What up with you, Master Rip? But you go down in my neighborhood, every block there was a hangout. I'm talking about in the hills, the front, and the aves. There was somebody lived on one of them streets, and a group of people hung out on there. If you ever got into a fight, a shootout, or a rumble, you could go right to the hood and get carloads of people to go back and respond. You can't do that shit no more. So it is a problem with the black population in LA. It is a problem. When I grew up, homie, we had two Japanese on the block. We had two white wives on the block, right? Now you go on the block, it's Mexicans on the block, homie. Mexicans, whites, and Asians. So black population did disappear, man. We had, man, my mama and all my friends' mamas, right where I lived at, parents own their house. Man, all them homeowners dead and the kids is gone. So it is a difference, whether you want to believe it or not. I mean, just look at it like this, homie. Back in 1988, right? Blacks are pushed out economically. That's where the street culture has failed us. We don't have ownership. The other groups work. Black folks have to get to work. Still, homie, black folks kill black folks at an alarming rate in LA. There's a lot of funerals in LA. There's we got a lot of dead homies. All right. As long as we could agree a little bit. Mexican got house in every hood, illegal loans. Yep, a homie get killed, we have 50 homies put in work for him. Now you're lucky if 2 homies put in work for you. Yeah, you can't go back to the hood and get a bunch of people, homie. Where you gonna go? Back in the day, you just pull up on any block. Hey, homie, let's roll. You might pull up to another block to make sure y'all got enough people or enough guns. You can't do that shit no more. Kev Mac for the win. Because winning this year, negative. Put the shovel down, digging your own hole, people. Absolutely, man. Black people so great, only 13%, but our influence is felt everywhere. Big facts. All right. This a dude way older than me, was around way before me. Big facts in 1971 on 58th, it was very few black on that block. Yeah. Yeah, back then we moved over there right before 71. My family moved over there right before 71. And I don't remember the population. I'm gonna keep it real. I don't remember what was on the block. But I know, like when I used to go to my grandmother's house up the street, over there by where Motor Mouse and them stayed at, man, it was a lot of white people. A lot of white people on the block. I seen the white people leaving the block. But you mostly had like a black father, white mother. Then when they got chipped up or divorced, then the family disappeared. But yeah, we used to hire Japanese to do our garden, cut our grass and shit like that. We had Japanese mechanics on Crenshaw, all of that. Then the blacks came, and blacks was deep. Blacks was real deep in our community. It's the difference. The amount of generational loss is unfortunately greater than the procreation. Absolutely. Candace Kirksey. Nikki Lee, what's up with you? Nikki being here checking abs and shit. Candace Kirksey, what up? It's called white flight when a person of color buys in all white community, white people migrate. When we moved in, the whites got ghosts. Our culture is known, we're wide, but what do we actually have to show for it? Hey, cuz we got half of 1% of the wealth in America. Shit. Well, in the next 3 or 4 years, I doubt that percentage goes up any. The times we in, it's about to mount up again. Thank you, Crystal. If you pay attention, majority of gang members are in parking lot. That's what I'm saying, baby E. That's what I'm saying. That's what I mean by you can't just go on any block no more. Nah. No, I don't really have no more 30 roof stories. Not really. Nah. Probably the only story I could really tell is when I went back there thinking it was cool to go over there when I was older. Found out a lot of dudes had switched sides. A lot of Crips had turned outlaw or root or was root friendly, right? I know one thing. A lot of dudes say different things about them 30s, good or bad, being deep or not being deep, starting earlier or starting later. But I know over there on Griffith and Jefferson, by that liquor store right there, man, them dudes wasn't no joke, man. Them dudes shot at me a couple times. Them dudes wasn't playing with it. Them dudes was war ready. You have to be careful going through that joint. Where I grew up was damn near all black neighborhood, but now it's predominantly Latino. It was very few blacks when we lived on housing in Washington. See, we lived on Washington and Orange Drive when I was born. But right after I was born, then we moved over to the turf. Back then, everybody was serving. For some reason, the whites never want to live in the neighborhood. What do you mean, Michelle? For some reason, I need to slap you upside the head with one of your burritos or a taco on Tuesday, right? So this is why, Michelle. You gonna know after I tell you this, Michelle. So white people didn't want to be around black people because they looked at us as dirty, untrustworthy. And keep it real, we were a lower grade. Like our pay scale wasn't as high as theirs. Our privilege wasn't as good as theirs. All right. But so look, so we sitting here talking about all this gangbanging, all this killing, grown men in their 40s talking about pulling up for a fade and marking each other out and getting knocked out. Like, that's our priority. Our priority is a street reputation, right? So now we talking about all the killings, digging our own graves. Yeah, I heard of 33rd Back Street. Absolutely. We was on 33rd Street. We was on 33rd, homie. We was on Wadsworth in 33rd. Roscoe was on 33rd. But anyway, so if you look at it now, right? All right, so if you look at old pictures or videos and you look at LA, right? LA seemed like it was a little wider out, right? Not a whole lot of people. When you see the white people coming out them little small homes and shit. And you don't see no writing on the walls. You don't see no raggedy cars on the street, right? But then the black people moved in. What did we start doing? We start hitting up on walls, hanging out at the liquor stores, drinking, hanging out at wash houses. We started adding on rooms to the house. So that's how the houses got bigger where we live at. Because back then, white people would have like one kid. You know what I mean? They didn't need but two rooms, one for the parents, one for the kid. Black people, we needed a room for the girls, a room for the boys, and a room for the parents. So we started adding on to those houses. And that's why we didn't have a whole lot of backyard when we got older, because now you either converted your garage or you add on to the house. But back in the day, those yards was pretty good sized yards back in the day. When we were little, we had plenty of room to play in the backyard. We could play basketball. We could take our chances and try to play a little baseball and bust the window when you foul tip the ball or you make a bad throw. But when we got older, shit, you're not gonna find no basements in our community. But up the hill had basements. Windsor Hills had a lot of basements. Yeah, Jay Mason, that's what I'm saying. But anyway, so black people came and tore up those neighborhoods, Michelle. So the white people knew that was going to happen. That's why white people wanted to get away. They didn't expect black people to keep up their property and keep up the property value. So the value would depreciate when black people came. I asked a Hispanic, why y'all moving over here? Cheaper rent, and their rent is getting too high where they are. Well, not just that, Chris. I mean, they do well for themselves because they have multiple people in the same household bringing in money. So they actually save money. They don't have to pay the rent by themselves, right? I read the comment where you said about gentrification after your initial comment. Blacks had jobs, man. What are you talking about? What blacks didn't have no jobs? Well, my father used to play hooky at work. But moms kept a job. Moms just had 2 and 3 jobs. My older brother, older sister, when they got old enough, they had jobs. When I was a little kid, I had a job. But most black people that came from the South and all the other states in America came to LA for the jobs. Yeah, blacks was in like at General Motors and stuff, and we used to have a gang of car locks on Crenshaw. Blacks had jobs. Blacks worked at RCA, the TV spot. Um, shit, you had some blacks that was in the probation departments. What is that when you social workers? Blacks had jobs. I don't think I'm wrong, Black Ice. So you saying blacks wasn't spray painting on walls? You saying blacks wasn't hanging out at the liquor store drinking alcohol? You saying blacks wasn't doing drive-bys. You saying blacks wasn't breaking in each other's homes. You saying blacks kept the grass up real good and the trees up real good. You saying black what? Come on, man. All right, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I'll take that. I'm wrong. And let me say this too. I don't see no white people tearing up the property to leave. You know why? Because that means the value of their home just went down. So why would a white person mess up their house and mess the value up? You want to salvage what you can before you move on to a better community. Well, white people do the hiring. They decide who they want to work. But I don't know how old you are or where you live, but in my community, blacks own things. Blacks own the liquor store where I lived at. Blacks own the cleaners where I lived at. Blacks own the car washes where I lived at. Blacks had some ownership. Blacks sold everything when they got that high price, when they could make money off of they selling their liquor stores and wash houses. Blacks own vending machines. Blacks, blacks owned. I don't know about car lots, but blacks own spots where you fix your car. Jamaicans had a spot. You had a lot of black mechanics back then. You had a lot of blacks that worked at what is that aircraft spot by the airport? I can't think of the name of that. Blacks had good jobs, man. How you think they was moving in them communities? Yeah, McDonnell Douglas, absolutely. McDonnell Douglas, Xerox. Had a lot of black people at Xerox. You had a lot of black barbershops. So I don't know what you're talking about, man. Like I said, I don't know how old you are or what city you from or what community, but yeah, exactly, exactly. Rip. Blacks came to LA for jobs. That's what I'm saying, man. Blacks came to LA for jobs. Don't forget over there. What is that? Where all the stuff come in, like in Long Beach, the shipyard or something like that. Um, shit. The train stations. You still got blacks that work at the train on the trains. Hughes Aircraft. You also had a lot of black people that was driving city buses, post office, ports. Yeah, so I don't know what you're talking about. Those early black people are the same ones who was saying, no, don't bring them Southern blacks over here. Yeah, there was black people like that. But shit, you still got black people for Trump. So ain't nothing changed. It's still the same shit. Blacks always been that way. You know what they used to say about the house nigga and the field nigga? We always been pitted against each other. Shit. Blacks worked at Starkist tuna plant in San Pedro Harbor City in the 40s. We got to start checking paperwork. A lot of these dudes come in got black skin, but not black American. That's true too. That's true. You know, as a baseball fan, I say it all the time, man. Some of them Dominicans, they wanted to be white. Some Dominicans, they was pro-black. Yeah, I'm not knowing, man. I'm not knowing about a couple of the comments tonight, y'all. But welcome to KM Video Live Streams, man. Yeah. Well, you know what? Um, what you're saying is true, but I don't think that's nothing new, homie. Because let me tell you, man, and I seen a video. I only seen one person publicly say this, and when I seen the video, I posted on my Instagram a couple weeks ago. But Hispanics was the same way, homie. Hispanics been like that, and particularly like in California, the Pisces were looked down upon to the Southerners, or they're totally two different groups. And a lot of that played a part with that North versus South, because the dudes up north, a lot of them was in the farming. A lot of them spoke Spanish and still had the Mexican culture. Whereas in Southern California, they had adopted the Cholo style, a whole different style, and spoke English, you know what I'm saying, was proud to go to school and learn English and stuff. You have Mexicans today in Southern California that don't even speak Spanish. You know what I'm saying? So they had got Americanized, or what do y'all call that, domesticated or something like that. And so when we would be at school, there was a difference. When we went to the county jail, they ran in different groups. They didn't start merging until later. At Paisa La Brasa, everybody against black. So we had a black mayor in Los Angeles for almost 20 years, Tom Bradley. Why people never talk about white on white violence? All them people in Ukraine and Russia is white, because white people don't have a problem with population. But they say that black people worldwide, we got good numbers worldwide. Problem is, like somebody said, skin color don't matter. Some of them people ain't professing to be black. That's what I'm saying, Rob Moses. That's exactly what I'm saying. Southern California, some of the Mexicans don't know how to speak Spanish. And that was part of them coming over and adapting to American culture. Whereas up north, they basically stuck to their Mexican roots. Yeah, they used to rob the Pisces. Everybody used to rob the Pisces, homie. European tribal was threatening the whole world. Like I said, I'm Mexican. White been talking to black. But they play that game, Michelle. You got Venezuelans and Colombians and stuff like that. They'll play the race card. You know what I'm saying? They'll switch sides and all that. Just like back in the 50s, back in the 50s and 60s, a lot of black women, light-skinned black women, your color, Michelle, they played white because of the privilege, the higher pay, the education, all those things. I, um, when you say black on black violence is not a real thing, it's a myth. Maybe you're trying to say it's blown out of proportion. Maybe you're trying to say it's not as big as America makes it seem. Because black on black is real. Let me tell you how real black on black is. I've used this scenario several times. Now I see everybody say it. I'm not saying I was the first, but I definitely came up with this on my own. You could walk down an all black neighborhood in LA, Blood, Crip, whatever, hustlers. You could walk down that motherfucking block in LA. A black nigga gonna hit you up. Black nigga gonna give you a hard time. But you could be any other race. Walk down that same street. Ain't nobody gonna say nothing to you. Ain't nobody gonna do nothing to you. Ain't nobody gonna rob you, kick you, beat you, throw up gang signs, dig through your pockets. So black on black is a real thing. The Inglewood Cemetery, it's a lot of dead bodies in there, man. Black bodies. White people ain't killing them unless it's the police. So I don't understand black on black violence ain't a real thing. It's real as hell. Man, it's not real. All right, I'm wrong again, man. This Kev Mac wrong night. I'm wrong. My bad. I'm wrong. All right, I'm wrong. I'm wrong. Shit. Oh no, ETG North, we gotta have friends, homie. We got friends. Ain't nobody killing us but us. We got friends. I mean, yeah, if that's how you feel, King Thomas, that's great, man. You know, I still don't know what city you're from, but let me tell you, if you grew up in LA, let's just say, for example, you grew up on the West Side and you a Crip or non-affiliate, you know you don't want to be in the Jordan Downs. You don't want to be in the Nickerson Gardens, Imperial Courts, the Pueblos. You don't want to be in East LA, Aliso Village. You don't want to be in San Pedro. So, I don't know, bro. I don't know. But like I said, I'm wrong. I'm wrong. To me, Latins and Hispanics are a term for white Hispanics. The Pisces or red natives, they are called Indians or Indos. What up, baby Crazo? Rocket 30s, what up? About to watch your live do my workout. That's right, man. Gonna have a short workout. Let's see, baby Crazo, what it do, homeboy? I see Lil Crazo interviewed Nug. Crazo the King Griffey. Feel me? The King Griffey, homie. I was gonna give y'all a story about the Raymonds, right? But I said, nah, I just be giving people another reason to say Kev Mac trying to start something. So I can't do that. It wasn't nothing bad on the Raymond side. It's just I was at Helen Keller Park and it wasn't all good that particular moment. But the Raymonds, some solid dudes. They had my back. They was good. They was good. That's why I fuck with the Raymonds. I never understood why Al Sharpton and Jesse Jackson never showed up to talk to young brothers. They only show up if they think white people are involved. Yeah, they show up if they think the camera's gonna be there. That's a fact. Ain't no doubt about it. That's a fact. Kev Mac, what's your thoughts on the marathon grand opening? You talking about the video that went viral that everybody's talking about a couple days later? It is what it is. Had somebody hit me up and asked me about it, and I said it's just another day in LA. What went on in that video that don't happen somewhere every single day in LA? Just another day in LA, man. Charlotte is 4.5 hours from me. I don't know one soul 2 hours away. The South is not small at all. Crazy, the big droopy get out. That's my partner. Kid Raymond Watson used to babysit my homie and his brother. Is that right? Who was that? And when was that? Holla if you want to interview him. Yeah, man, why not? Yeah, why not? Could you imagine? All right, I'm joking, right? Don't take it serious, homie. Could you imagine a nigga be like, Raymond, Raymond, can you babysit my kids for a few hours? Yeah, cuz. Hell yeah, cuz. I watch them little motherfuckers. Nigga be teaching them how to throw up gang signs and shit, how to crease his khakis and shit. I'm joking on him, I'm joking. But yeah, it might be a good one. He probably do got some really good stories because they firsthand. A lot of these dudes, Raymond Watson stories ain't firsthand, homie. They be on some bullshit. I mean, Raymond wouldn't have been friends with some of these niggas. I know 25 people who have been murdered all by their own. That's it, man. You lucky, homie. 25. Crazo, you hear that? Crazo, he know 25 people who've been murdered all by their own. 25? Nigga, that's a good lifetime. 25? Nigga. Man, I done been on licks with or gang rumbles or shootouts with more than 25 niggas is dead now. You feel me? That nigga doing good. He only know 25 niggas murked by another black man. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Shit. Tookie ran a boys' home. You know nobody had behaviors in there. You seen Guy Walker say Tookie slapped him. Tookie up in there disciplining fools. Kev Mac, did Raymond start the Crip or was he a co-founder? Raymond started the Crips. Yeah, Clarence. Once again, it's up to interpretation. You know, when you say that's a sad stat for somebody like me, that's a good number. Only 25? That's a damn good number. If I throw a number out there, you won't even believe it. So I'm going to just keep it to myself. Yeah, he babysit only because my boy's father was a PO and he paid him well. Oh, that's what's up. That's what's up. Google Larry, police officer, Jacksonville, Texas, personally had to deal. Lucky to be alive. I stop asking about people unless I actually see them because they all be rest in peace. You see what I'm saying? Crazo, I was friends with the Olivers in Palmdale. We had our times out there solid. Most of LA County was all white with very few all black sections, and they were all black. Why did Tookie say people were saying Cribs and Crips? I don't know. Shit. It's bigger than that. It's colonialism. Now America is entering in imperialism. Is there footage of Raymond talking? You know, with this AI, it might be. But I don't know. I never seen it. But Raymond still got some friends that still living, man. It's just so many people perpetrating like they was his friend. You was taught lots of gymnastics by Raymond, and he is now an attorney. That's what's up, man. So he taught y'all how to backflip, how to tuck. I bet he didn't take y'all swimming and show y'all how to get down off the diving board. Yeah, they moms moved out there in the 90s. White Americans don't kill each other at the rate we do. How do we stop it? I don't know the answer. Man, people need to keep talking to each other, man, till it finally resonates in people's head. He wasn't on the Gong Show, Crystal. After MLK got assassinated, the white hauled ass, and we messed ourselves on set. Hey man, Melvin, they said that's not true, homie. We didn't do that. I can't wear a Seattle hat. Man, y'all typing fast today. All the stuff he learned from Roger Mosley. Yeah, I know. But so you saying he taught y'all everything that Roger taught him, or you just saying that he got all his stuff from Roger Mosley? Bro, ask $1 trillion question. White people left after the riot in 65. Some was still there, though. Some was still there. That's why you still hear like a white boy in the Nickersons, a white boy in Park Village, a white boy in the 60s, stuff like that. But yeah, they started leaving. They definitely started leaving after the riot, for sure. Oh, Raymond taught your homie. All right, I got you. Yeah, that was Tookie, Crystal. That was Tookie. But yeah, I hear Raymond was a beast, man. I've heard similar things about Ray Boyce, but different people you talk to. Some people say Ray Boyce didn't bang. Ray Boyce wasn't a frontliner. And so that's why I try to say in my video that A.C. Babalu, A.C. Moses, in his book, says he was the leader of the bounty hunters. Also, I mean, he got killed in the Nickersons hanging out with his folks. Some of them dudes was bounty hunters, some wasn't. So that's why I tell people, man, you could say a person didn't bang, a person didn't claim the hood. You could say that all you want. If he hang out with the homies, he's just as associated. What Nipsey say, bullets ain't got no names. Pull the trigger, squeeze the trigger. Man, if you there, if you live there, you hang out there, your friends from there, guilty by association, especially if you in YTS putting it down. You in YTS making a name for yourself, shit, that go far. That mean a lot. I don't know how anybody could downplay something like that. Did I know Wayford? Who's Wayford? Not Rayford, but Wayford. I don't know who Wayford is. Right had burned alive 3 years ago, 4 cousins, sister, and pops doing life, small town. Police gonna say you a part of it. The killer's gonna say you a part of it. The jackets and the killer's gonna say you a part of it. Shit. No, I didn't know Rayford from A-Track Gangster. No, I didn't know him. Of course, his name always came up, but I didn't know him. He ain't never hurt nobody. My baby ain't never hurt nobody, but still got smoked at Bebe's party. We got a homeboy named Bebe. We used to always clown him with that. He used to laugh. Does anyone know the YouTube dude Crip walking? Is there anything you found out about the other AC they said killed Buddha? Found out as far as what? His brother, Pookie, Barefoot Pookie grew up with his brother. I think Cuse was good friends with his brother. Hawk and them was friends with his brother. I don't know, bro. Hey, Kev, you know any OGs that took their hustling fund and turned into a legit business? A lot of dudes started legit businesses, but most of those dudes still had their foot in the street and didn't take their business as serious as they took their drug business. But yeah, Pops had a partner, co-partner, man, that was getting it. Started a limousine service and some other businesses. A lot of black dudes used to get car washes or rim shops, beeper stores, cell phone stores, stuff like that. But nothing. I can't think of anything off the top of my head. People had low rider shops. But I can't think of nothing like this big old business, right? But I'm sure there was somebody. Did you? Yeah, I know Greg Box. Box used to come over. I know GB, man. Ain't no doubt about it. I got it for a month, free eggs. Yeah, you have a blessed night too. I'm out of here too, man. Y'all take it easy, man. Y'all have a good night. I try my best to see y'all tomorrow and on Thursday, OSG SAG Thursdays at noon. I'm out. Y'all have a good one. Peace. Good looking out. Black Warrior Spirit. Appreciate you, homeboy.